One comes next. I think this is the horse to beat, Red Mirage. At the top of the weights for John and Sean Quinn, running off a mark of 77 and down into a 0 to 75 this afternoon. It is a first run at this level of competition for a horse who has won 5 times in the past on a few occasions around a left-hand turn, does have some soft ground form, has become very well handicapped and does seem best when fresh. Has got a good record when arriving to the track on the back of a break. I think he's a really interesting runner and he will take the beating, I reckon, this afternoon. Number 11 follows. And number 11 is Code Purple for Ben Haslam and Andrew Mullen. The yard had the runner-up in our previous race. Code Purple returned from a little bit of a break, a freshen up to run at Newcastle on the all-weather at the end of March. Only beat one home on that occasion. Does enjoy testing ground conditions. Won on this kind of ground in the spring of last year at Redcar, but went into that point of the campaign as an in-form horse, and this time around just struggling for a little bit of form, so perhaps something to prove in the short term. Number 10 comes next, and that is Mr. Strutter, who's got a good record around here. Bit of a Catterick specialist, really, is Mr. Strutter. Several successes around here in the past, including with ease in the ground and indeed on very testing conditions on occasion, but had that set up here following a little bit of a break last time and really didn't show enough to be of any short-term interest. Missed the beat at the start on that occasion. It is something that he can do. He'll probably need a little bit of a pace collapse. Number 9, quite a tall individual, and that is Obi Joe for Tim Easterby. Amy Wharf taking the ride, and first start of the campaign you would think will be a little bit sharper for the outing. Number 4 follows, and that is Mutanaaseq, who I thought ran okay when third here last time out. That was on his return from a break. He's dropped another pound since, proven on slow ground, likes this track, won 4 times here in the past, has Mutanaaseq. His last 4 wins have actually been at this track. They all came during the course of last season on a variety of ground conditions. His stable are in decent form, and that latest third place finish behind Beauty Choice, one of today's rivals, could be improved upon with the run behind him. So that is number 4, Mutanaaseq. We'll go back another to number 6, and that is Wreck-It Riley for Alan Brown, another one that returns from second start off a break, finished third at Thirsk last time out. That was behind Knights Over Egypt. Not a huge amount of depth to that race, but Wreck-It Riley ran a good race. Cheap pieces going on today, has won blinkers in the past, including for Success, and comes into this in decent form. Number 7 is Grey Force 1, who ran better, coming back to a bit of form at Newcastle last time out. That was over a mile, returns to the 7 furlong trip today, has dropped in the weights again, another 2 pounds, so has become fairly well treated. Number 3 is Beauty Choice for Mick and David Easterby and Joanna Mason. A winner here last time out, had Mutanaaseq in behind on that occasion. Up the weights, just 3 pounds for that, and will enjoy the conditions. Handicapper perhaps starting to get a handle on this horse, but obviously in good form. Number 5, Buckshaw Village, second on the back of time off last time out. Yard's horses have tended to be well forward, so will improve a load for that. Maybe he's open to question. Number 12 going out without delay. Another one, second start on the back of a break, but didn't show enough really when racing freely at Newcastle to be of immediate interest. We'll leave them there for now, ahead of the penultimate race of the day. So runners at the start for our penultimate race of the afternoon. Every race live on Racing TV Handicap. And I think Red Mirage looks an interesting runner here for John and Sean Quinn and Jason Hart. Seems that he's best when he's fresh on the back of a break. He's dropped in the handicap, and that has allowed him to get a drop in grid here as well. First going a 0 to 75. When you think that last year, around this time of year on similar ground, he started off on his first start for this stable off a mark of 92 in a 0 to 105 handicap, and he's off 77 in a 75 today. If he ran to that level of form, he would be very, very hard to beat, and I wonder whether today might be the day to catch him in a sense, given that a lot of his best form has been when he's been fresh on the back of a break. So I'm hoping that his class can tell in this field. Beauty Choice is kind of a solid in-form horse against him. You would fully expect to run well, really, for Mick and David Easterby and Joanna Mason, who's looking for a double on the day. Mutanaaseq was in behind that one last time out. Has a little bit to find, but does have a pull at the weights. Has dropped a pound, whereas Beauty Choice has gone up 3. So there's a 4-pound pull for 2 1/4 lengths, and Mutanaaseq went into that race cold without a run behind him, whereas Beauty Choice was fit from the all-weather. So, you know, you wouldn't be surprised if those two ended up a bit close together, or indeed if the form was reversed at a track where Mutanaaseq has plenty of previous. Buckshaw Village has dropped in the weights and got back to a bit of form when finishing second last time out, and just the second start, I think it was, for this stable last time out. Clearly enjoys these kind of ground conditions. Wreck-It Riley ran well on his return. Sunny Orange has become really well handicapped. Mr. Strutter loves the track. So you can make little arguments for a few of them, but I do think that Red Mirage is well handicapped, dropping in class. Wind Surgery as well, to add to the possible lists of why this horse could return to form today. And I think he looks a really interesting contender under Jason Hart, who has a good record at this track. Let's see how they get on in the company of Malcolm Tomlinson.
Thank you, Chris. Ready here. Code purple to complete the lineup. Walks forward, goes in. That's it. All in. Set a race.
Red Mirage capitalises on the drop in the weights and the drop in class to win here for John and Sean Quinn. Jason Hart in the saddle. Wreck-It Riley, good run in second spot. Beauty Choice just grabs third ahead of Buckshaw Village. It's 3 in-form horses that have run well on their most recent start, that have finished in the second, third and fourth places. They're clear of one who's made an encouraging enough return in Obi Joe. Might just have needed that run, but the winner was well handicapped, goes well fresh, and has won that a shade comfortably. There could be a little bit more to come under similar conditions from Red Mirage, who wins our penultimate race of the day in tidy enough fashion.